Hi everyone, and welcome to Library Orientation for Data Analytics Engineering students. My name is Teresa Calcagno, and I am the Engineering and Computing Librarian here at George Mason. I have created this series of videos to help you learn more about the library and how you can get help with your data projects at the library. In part 1 of this series, we will talk about some library resources and getting help for your projects. In part 2, we will talk more about doing the research project, scoping your project, finding data, etc. And in part 3, we will talk about ethics in research. My name is Teresa Calcagno, and I am the Engineering and Computing Librarian here at George Mason. Part of my job as an engineering librarian is to work with graduate students so that they have a good research experience and that they're able to find the library resources and information that they need for their projects. If you have any questions about the research process or finding resources or searching, please feel free to email me at the email address that's shown here on the screen. I try to reply to all emails within 24 hours. If you prefer to meet with me online, please use the appointment link that's shown here on the screen to schedule an online appointment. If your appointment needs to be after 5 p.m., you will need to email me to set that appointment up, however. There are also a number of related subject research guides that can be very useful when you are conducting research because they contain many of the resources that you will use. There is I have a short list here, and at the top of it is the Data Analytics Engineering Guide, which has specific resources for data analytics engineering students. There's also a series of data guides that have been created by the Digital Scholarship Center, and this link is the second link shown here. If you click on that link, you will see a listing with links of all the data research guides that have been created. And lastly, there are some LaTeX resources available on a guide that I have created, and this is for people who wish to use the LaTeX system to write their paper. If you are working on a project and need help finding and using data, your best bet is to go to the Digital Scholarship Center, or DISC. Their website address is listed here on the page at the top, as is a generic email where you can submit questions and receive answers. The staff at the DISC are expert in quantitative and qualitative research, and they know all of the good resources where you can find data. They also know which ones are going to be difficult, what types of data are going to be easy to find and what types of data may be harder to find, and may be able to suggest substitutes for what you're looking for. So if you're having problems finding your data, then please contact the staff at the DISC. Here we are on the website for the Digital Scholarship Center, or DISC. I strongly encourage you to take a look at this and become familiar with the information that they have presented here. This website could end up being very useful for you when you are working on the different projects for your data analytics classes. I have highlighted two areas to check out. The one is the guides area and the other is the help section. In the guides area, you will find a list of all of the research guides that have been created by the Digital Scholarship Center, and I think some of those could be very helpful to you. The help section is actually where you would go to access the appointment system and set up an appointment with one of the consultants there. How can the DISC staff help you? DISC staff help researchers with everything related to data, identifying data sources, the data analysis process, what methods are the best ones to use, data management, and data visualization. They also provide workshops on specific data topics. So if you're working in a group and 3 of you would like to learn more about a specific data topic, you can request an on-demand type of workshop, and they will customize a workshop just to your needs. Otherwise, you can go to a GIS workshop, a data visualization workshop, or workshops on using R, SPSS, and more. This link here will take you to the list of data workshops that are being planned. You may also schedule an online appointment with data services staff to get personal, individual help and get your questions answered that way. The remaining several slides are resource links that you will find very helpful as you're going through your degree program here at Mason. We have things like the library website on this first page, interlibrary loan, which we will talk about a little bit later, the digital scholarship, which we've covered, and the Citrix Virtual Lab, which is a very important computing lab that you can use from home. So the links are all there, as well as the links to some of the subject research guides. If you feel like you need some help with writing or have questions that you would like to get answered, the best place to go is the Mason Writing Center website. You can make an appointment there to talk to someone, or you can possibly find it in the answer to your question in the many resource guides that they happen to have on the website. They also have services for graduate students, and the second link here on the page will take you directly to the web page for graduate student services. It's definitely worth checking out. The service is free, and it could help you become a much better writer. When it comes to citing your sources at the end of the paper, if you need any help with a specific style like APA or IEEE, if you go to the Purdue OWL using the links that you find here, you will find the rules, you'll find examples of the citations of different sources in these two different styles, and it will make your life a lot easier if you are creating these citations by hand. So check out the Purdue OWL to find that information. Or if you would prefer to use a citation generator, one of the better ones is Zotero Bib, which is shown here on the screen at the bottom. And with this one, you can just type in the title of the article, and it will go and search for it, and it will bring back the citation information and create the citation in the style you have requested. So it makes life a lot easier if you use some of these tools for citation. There are free tools available to help you manage your citation information and research information. The two listed here, Zotero and Mendeley, are ones that are supported by the university libraries. Zotero was developed here at George Mason, and Mendeley was developed by a scientific publisher. The first link in each area is to the website for the tool, where you can go and you can download more. You can download the software that is needed, or just read about it and learn more about the tool before deciding which one you want to use. The second link in each area will take you to tutorials or videos that will help you learn how to use it effectively. The libraries also offer free workshops on Zotero and Mendeley, so please check the link at the bottom of the screen to find when those will be offered. Many of them are actually offered online now. Thanks for joining me for this presentation. Please watch Part 2, Doing the Research, to get tips on the research process.